welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing my Christmas journals. I know it's a little late in the year. Today is the 31st of December, so Happy New Year. But I kind of caught a little bit of something over the holidays, so I haven't had a chance to share my journals. And I'd mentioned in my last video, I do believe it was my last video, that I was going to do a flip through of the journals that I did over the holidays. So the first one that I did is this one. And like most of my journals, the first few pages were already started. And then I kind of put them at the side and didn't really have a lot of interest in art journaling during the holidays for a few years there. But this year I decided it's time to get in them. Let's get them finished because I really want to move along to a different type of journal. And I don't want to throw them away, and I already have them. And I have lots of stuff to put in them. So I just thought, let's just get this done. This is from, I believe, when I talked about this journal last time, I figured out that this was 2018 that I had done this. And I've shared some of these pages already. Now, I was going to go through this whole thing and do the stickles in the centers of all these little flowers, but I lost interest. I really, because of being ill over the holidays, I really took quite a bit of time off of working in them, and so I fell way behind. But as I felt better, I got back in them, and I finished up some more pages. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm pretty sure the difference with this one is I had saved this area right here for journaling. Excuse my voice. I really do apologize for the way I sound. Hopefully this isn't going to be going on for very much longer. But what I did was I instead of journaling on there, which was my original intent when I made this journal, I took the same colors of paint and just painted over that and kind of just made the whole thing look like one piece. And this was one of the older pages, and this I did. Oh, I love this. Was fun. So I'm going to just kind of jump in a little bit. I do journal. I just don't really journal in my art journals as much anymore. It's just something that I kind of got away from, but I've gotten back into journaling, but I do it on my computer and then I print things up. So this is a journal. This is a journaling card, and I may decide to jot down a few thoughts, but I have a tendency to just look at the page and I get the memory of maybe what I was watching while I'm working on that page, my thought processes behind what I was doing. I think this one I may have, like I said, I did make a short out of this one, I think, but just looking at this really just makes me so darn happy. I just love the colors. I love the retro. I just really had a good time with this page spread. Now, there's going to be some page spreads in here that I'm not as tickled with, that maybe I wasn't in a good mood at the time, or I was just maybe rushing through it because I want to get these done, kind of an attitude thing. But I will be fully transparent about how I feel about my pages. Believe me, I can be just as critical as anybody about them. This one's older. Oh, and this one, yeah. So this was one I think I did a video on, and this has some journaling in here. And I kept it pretty simple. I thought about decorating this, but I don't know, I moved on. But it has a little journal page in there, and I'm really happy about that. This was fun. This was just a really fun project to work on. I just had so much fun with this. This is a Rachel and Belle. No, it's Rach and Bella. Yeah, Rach and Bella printable. And then this is a pretty simple page. It's got, let's see, I don't know if I shared this or not in my last video, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. It's got my journaling in there, but I sewed it. I took this thing apart and re-sewed this in there. Yeah, you know what? I think that I did make a video out of that one. Yeah. And then this is a cute retro looking page spread that I really had fun with the color. I love using pink in my journals. And then just something from a vintage book. And then these are some digital printouts. And then my paint, which I had a lot of fun with, but I didn't continue the paint as much. And then there is, this one is Tracie Fox, and that was another video, and I absolutely adored the way this came out. I do regret not doing the little stickles there, but they take forever to dry, and I just didn't have the patience. And then this is a little journal spot here that I made from an envelope. A printout from my computer. That was a lot of fun. It was very frustrating though. I didn't have a plan on this one as well as I wish I would have, but yeah. Let's see, do we have, nope, that's just the page. This is a thick page, my goodness. With this envelope, oh my gosh. Oh, this was so much fun. So this is a printable from Johanna Klug's shop. And I made this little envelope. I couldn't just glue it in. I didn't want to just stick it in a pocket. So how did I do that again? I think I sewed that in. Let me look at that real quick. I think this has some journaling in it. Let's take a look. Nope, no journaling in there. I sewed this into, that's what I did. I sewed it into where this is already sewn. And then I went in and I followed the stitchery areas, and I sewed this into it. Yeah, I need to put some journaling in there. Super cute. I love it. And then this right here was a lot of fun. That's from one of my vintage ideal Christmas books. So yeah, this is just a whole page of things that I got from her shop, and I just had so much fun with that. Little journal card, little dog there. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I just love it. So bright, so fun. There were so many shops with so many beautiful things. I actually bought some new stuff to finish up this other journal. This one was fun. I love this bird. This bird, whose shop is this from? TheJunkJournalStudio shop. I bought a bunch of her birds. Oh, I love that one. Just really simple. You know, this is the front of a vintage Christmas card. This is a page from a Christmas book that I have. Just bits and pieces. I put a little bit of stickles on that one. You see that? Yeah. A vintage postage stamp. Oh, nope. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to I'm going to have to glue that back down. That's what I do sometimes is when I glue things like that, I think, oh my gosh, is that another page? But no. This one was a lot of fun too. Oh yeah. So this is from Tracie Fox. And as you can see, I had a lot of fun with the stickles on this one. And just some odds and ends. And I was kind of trying to keep it a little bit, not neutral, but, you know, kind of monotone. You know, I just wanted to pick up some of there was some really beautiful aqua tones in this tag that I got from Tracie's shop. And so I wanted to kind of bring that in. Just an experiment. It came out okay. I like some parts of it, and some parts I'm not really too terribly impressed with. And then this one I did, I think this was a video. Yeah, I know it hasn't been that long. You'd think that I'd remember what I did a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, that was fun. This isn't the one I had to fix, but this one was fun. It's kitschy. It's vintage, you know. I don't know, did I get any? Yeah, there's some journaling in there. Nice. All right. Oh, this one, I really enjoyed this. Yeah, with these beautiful white poinsettias and then making this pocket. And I just don't use lace in my journals as much as I should. And then a little journaling card right there. Yeah, that was fun. I remember that one. And then, yes, the ugly sweater page spread that I had to fix. That was, yeah. And I'm not sure if you would agree that it was actually fixed because it's still pretty ugly. But it was fun. I just had a ball with it. You know, and that's the point of this. Get out your supplies. Have fun. It doesn't matter if other people don't care for the way you do your art journaling. let them figure out how they want to do it. You know, do your own thing. As you can tell, there's lots of styles. I kind of stayed kind of kitschy in this one a little bit more. Oh, I didn't show this one, I don't think. Oh, this one was one of my favorites. Oh, I'm glad I popped back through. This one was one of my favorites. This one is from the Junk Journal Studio shop, and I absolutely adored the way this came out. I did a pretty good job on my inking, which is not something that I used to do a lot of, and I've started doing again. And I got to use one of my favorite all-time stamps that I've had for a long time, waiting for the right place to go. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh, I'm glad I opened that up. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm going to take a little break. So the second one. So these journals, I believe even though I started this one years ago, but I got back in it, I think, right after Thanksgiving. And my goal was to get these two journals done by the end of December. And I did it. And I can't actually believe I did it. This is torn here, and I'm not sure what I want to do to fix that. I'm thinking I may glue some, some lace or pom-poms or something on there. Let's see, what do we have? Is that long enough? Something on there. I want to glue something on there, but I just didn't have time to do it before I started this video, or else I would have taken care of that. So, yeah, it's starting to fall apart a little bit. That's what washi tape's for, right? So I don't know if I've shared any of this. This is, again, a page that I had done several years ago. I think 2018. I'm not sure. Kind of kitschy. Tim Holtz. Just some vintage, whatnot. Just having fun with color. I think I wanted to do a lot of pinks and blues in here. And then I went to this and did your traditional red and green. This, I believe, is exactly the way it was before. And what I did was I painted over this with a stencil. I stenciled and did a little bit of painting just to kind of, it was just really super plain with just this red right here. And, because it's an older journal, I just kind of left it at that. I could put some journaling in there. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh yeah, this one's pretty new. I think I did a short on this one. I love this. I don't remember the name of the shop, but I'm going to go ahead and probably put links to all the shops that I have in these journals in the description box. But I absolutely, this is a printable from a vintage greeting card, Christmas card. And can you believe it? A pink tree? I mean, really? I'm sorry, but I just absolutely love that pink tree. So that was not getting covered up. And these beautiful trees in the background. Oh, just loved every bit of this. And this is from a Christmas crafting book. So I fussy cut all the edges out on that. And one of my vintage cards. And this is also from this shop. I really, you know what? I'm going to go find out what shop this was. I'll be right back. Okay, it's PastPaperPrettiesCo on Etsy. And she has so many beautiful, colorful, rich, kitschy and retro digitals in her shop. It's just gorgeous. It really is. It's so much fun. It's so, I can't, I'm going to be starting to get into, like, tomorrow, or even today probably, my January, Junk Journal January is coming up, along with just needing to get a lot of journals done. So I'm going to be hitting that shop up big time. This is something that I love too. It's a little edition of some vintage fabric from like the 60s or 70s or something that I put in the background here just to kind of pull the colors together a little bit. I had a hard time trying to figure out how I was going to get that in there, and it's fine. I like it, but I don't know. I think I need to work on that a little bit more. And then just kind of a little doodad with a brad and some sequins and a old flower. This is from the original from years ago, but it's still pretty. And this is, oh, okay. I'm sorry, but okay, so Tracie Fox. This is from some of my stash. So I started in this journal, I started kind of mixing my stash with a little bit more with digitals from shops. And this is from Tracie Fox. Tracie Fox's shop. And I'm sorry, but the chickens just make me laugh every time I see them. They're so darn cute. Look at, they're just staring at you. I'm sorry, but yeah. Just they got a page of their own because that just makes me so happy. That's Christmas happiness right there. All right. So this is from this is a lot of my from my stash. And I really like the way the stenciling on this page came out. This stencil is a what is it? It's a snowflake stencil that I bought on Amazon, and it didn't really work out for me very well, but then I kind of fussed with it and figured it out. And here's a couple of journal cards that go in there. Just a piece from AmityBloom, I believe that's from, and then it's just something I had around for quite a while, and I just covered the back of them just to jot down a note or two. I liked leaving some of these vintage images from the Ideals magazine. Just, maybe just a little something coming in there, but I just love the way those look, so I didn't spend a lot of time trying to cover them up. So I thought those went together pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. This one's a very simple page. I was getting really close to Christmas at this point, and here, that's supposed to be on that side. I'll have to glue that back down. But this is from a vintage Christmas card, and then a vintage game, and then a little kitschy spot. It had some glam going, so I thought I'd just, anything with little shiny stuff, just a simple page. Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't have to fussy cut everything. I really like the way this one came out. This is from my stash, something I've had for years. A bird from TheJunkJournalStudio, and then this is from the PastPaperPrettiesCo, whatever. Yeah, and then just another image from that Ideals magazine and a napkin. And yeah, I did a short on this one, and I just really kind of like the way that looked. I guess I like a lot of blues, and I've never used lavender or lilac. I think that's lilac. I like the way that one came out. Oh, I've had this image for years, and it reminds me of a haircut I had when I was that age. And so this image has always been kind of a bit of a treasure for me. It's from one of my vintage magazines from at Christmas time. And so I'm just really happy that she finally got a little spot in my journal. And then some poinsettias from one of my vintage books, and little Tim Holtz guy. And this is from Tim Holtz also. And something from a vintage magazine. So yeah, some of my stash, using up some stash, and then some music paper in the back. I did a little inking. I'm having a lot of fun with the ink this year. Okay, so this one, oh, this is AmityBloom. This is one of my AmityBloom pages. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this was fun. I really enjoyed this. So just some bits and pieces from her she has a kind of a Christmas collection in her shop. And she has these envelopes, and I really do have fun with these envelopes, but what I did was I cut the top of it off. So this one went to this one. So I cut those tops off, and then I replaced them on there so it looks like it's folded over, and then put my journaling inside this little guy. And I'm just really tickled with the way that came out. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love a bird. And then this one is from the TheJunkJournalStudio shop. And this is from AmityBloom right here. Yeah, and then I did some watercolor on some Christmas music paper. Little piece of holly right here. Yeah, I like the way that one turned out. That dark background. And I sewed that in also. I took this journal apart. I took the baker's twine out and then restrung it through so it would hold this little envelope. All right. Oh yeah, this one. This is these are the most recent ones. All of these from this one back are before Christmas. This is after Christmas when I started feeling a little bit better. Oh, this one is from Rach and Bella's shop, the digital downloads. Oh, that's so pretty. And this right here, and this is from my stash right here. It's an old wagon being pulled by horses in the snow. I've had it for years. Finally got a home. And I thought it was kind of cool that there's Santa in a little sled, and then there's that. I thought it kind of went together really well. And this paper is so pretty that it's just the paper that I got from Rach and Bella's shop. I couldn't cover that up. It's just too pretty. Why do that? And then what I did, this is kind of fun. So I had a lot of bits and pieces from Rach and Bella's shop, and so I made a belly band out of them and a little envelope with some journaling in it, December 23rd. And just put it in there. And I love the way that looks. That was really fun to make. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Okay, so, oh, you know what? Hold on. I've got to get her name again. Okay. This one is from UniquelyEllaDigitals. And I had just so much fun. I do a lot of fussy cutting, and I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoy it. I love taking things apart and then rearranging them how I want them to be. So this is a cute little file folder that I cut out on my own. Well, so here, I'm going to show you real quick. So I cut out in different shapes or different sizes, actually, of a large manila file folder. And then I copy dyed them. And then I sewed up the sides to make a pocket. And they're super easy, super inexpensive. I priced them out. And I think they came out to be like, 12 cents each or something. Or maybe 20 cents each. Oh, here. Yeah. That's just a piece of the paper. I love that angel. See, little guy, he's opening I think he's going through his stocking. This is a vintage image from one of my Ideals magazines. And I just kind of cut things up a little bit here and there and just kind of placed them around. And this little guy is just so adorable. Definitely go to her shop. I'll put a link in the description box for her shop. You will love it. Okay, so this one, oh yeah, this is RoxyCreations, her digital shop on Etsy. And so she has a lot of this really pretty, she has a lot of these really pretty vintage sewn digital downloads, like of linens that she's picked up over the years and made copies of. And so I just cut them out and laid them out because I collect these kinds of things too, but they're large. She shrinks them down so they can fit into your journals. And this was a piece from one of these. It came off one of these things that I cut up, and I wanted to put them on the top of this little library card and put it back in there. And I love it. It's all just sewn bits, embroidery and stuff. Just love it. And this is like an old tablecloth. I think that this is machine sewn, but still, oh, I love it. Little candles. Yeah, and I didn't want to cover the doggy. He's so cute. So this is where I kind of got to mishmashing things up a little bit because I was trying to use up some of my some of the stuff that I've purchased and some of the stuff that I had, and I wanted to kind of cut it down a little bit. And so here's Uniquely Ella, here's Tracie Fox, here's RoxyCreations, here is TheJunkJournalStudio, and here's a little bit more of Uniquely Ella, and yeah. And then this one right here is Rach and Bella. Just a mix of all these beautiful, colors, and so Christmassy. Love. Okay, so here's something that okay, let me backtrack. This is Tracie Fox. These items right here. I love the quality. I love the kind of the misty, you know, kind of, I know, ethereal look to some of her downloads, her digital downloads. Are just beautiful. This is a picture I took on a dog walk when we got some frost earlier, say in November, I think it was. And I thought, oh, it'd be nice to kind of put a memory of a dog walk. You know, the north wind doth blow. Very old song for Christmas, I think. And yeah, and here they are, you know, on their little walk, going to somebody's house with some presents. Yeah, just kind of some black, you know, and gold. The colors here are very understated, but I had fun with that. That was really fun. Okay, another Tracie Fox. The other side of the page from one of my Ideals Christmas books. Just some holly. A little journaling card. And I had fun with this. So I had a lot of small pieces of music paper that I wanted to use up because it was starting to fall all over the, you know, get all over my workspace. So I ink dyed the edges and just did a collage just as the background. And then this is another picture that I took on my dog walk. Some frosty stuff there. A beautiful tag from Tracie's shop. And I made a little tuck spot with the poinsettias and some more music paper for my little journaling card. Isn't that... Oh, it just makes me swoon when I see that. I just love it. That black background and that beautiful bird. That's just off of my printer. And my printer is no great shakes. If you can get I messed it up a little bit, like maybe getting a little bit of glue in different spots, but it was perfect before I did all that. It looks like velvet. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't wait to buy some more stuff from her shop that's not Christmassy. Okay, so, yeah, because I didn't have enough, so how did that work out? I need to go take a look. All right, so, because I was having so much fun watching videos while I was working in this, I watched one by ShabbDabbyDoDah, and she, I had to go to her shop, so I did. So this is something that I've had for a long time. So that's not from her shop, and I think this is from a different group. But this one is from her shop. This is something I kind of threw together after the fact. There's another page I've got, but isn't that adorable? I just fell in love with her shop. So I'm really looking for. Oh, and this one is, I made a. What I did was I laid a piece of paper down, and then I folded it and then glued it here. So I made a pocket for my journaling. But isn't that cute? Oh, I just love this color. Yeah, this is more ShabbDabbyDoDah. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. This is from my stash. This is from my stash, but the rest of this, other than that, is from her shop. And then I added this little reindeer moss from a dictionary, and then I had this kind of laying around. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? It's the whole collection that I bought from her shop is the Charles Dickens group, and I just love it. Isn't that festive? After Christmas I had so much fun working in this journal. I really did. Lots going on there. Oh, this is okay. I think we're almost to the end. So this is a little bit of everybody in here. This is something I've had for a long time, and I didn't want to cover the back of it, so that's like a keepsake. And then a little envelope from AmityBloom, and a pretty card. I think that's from AmityBloom. This is from AmityBloom, and I loved, see the little girl's, A Little Child's Christmas, and then I cut this out from a larger piece of RachandBella. And she's just so beautiful. I just love, it's kind of a children's theme here. Absolutely love it. Little angel. Isn't that cute? Love it. And then my last page. So this was fun. I had, like with the previous page that I told you, I had a lot of small pieces of paper, and I didn't want to throw it away, but I didn't want to try to figure out how to, keep them intact. So I inked the edges of a lot of them and just did my own little kind of mishmash collage of all the different pieces from all the different shops, and then put this pretty image on there. And I thought it kind of went with that, you know, little snow scene. So that's my journals that I worked on. Some of these pages you've probably already seen. Some of them are definitely new. Didn't do any videos about those because, as you can tell, my voice, I sound like Froggy McFroggerson. One of the things that the reason why you see a lot of this kind of stuff here is because I was going to decorate this in a video, but I'm over Christmas. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. This stuff is going to get put away in a box with this journal, and I will do a video on it next year. So let me show you. I'm just going to give you a general idea of what I'm talking about. These are the, like, I call these my journal holders. When a journal is done, they go into one of these so that I know that these are done. Because what I do is, if they're sitting around, I go through them, I look, oh, is that done? Is it not? You know, I get tired of going through the same ones over and over again. So it's kind of fun for me to have these covers. I made this one from an old quilt and just used some, oh, this is falling apart. Poor guy. Get the needle and thread out on that. But yeah, just a doily, and then this is an embellishment, and then I put this tiny little pom-poms around there, and yeah, oh, and the inside, this one's funny. I made this one so long ago. Check this out. Well, it's got a little pocket. It's horrible. I love it. So I'll probably share that sometime. But I just wanted to kind of let you know that this is coming up. This is one of the things that I'm going to be talking about and sharing. I've got a lot of this size, this type of journal that I need to work in and get done. And that's my goal. I actually was able to do the goal, or however you say it, on getting 2 journals for Christmas done. Those are done now. I'll decorate that next year, but yeah, so going forward, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos of how I make them. They're super fun to make and super easy to make. And so, yeah, look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'm going to be participating in Junk Journal January. I cannot wait to start organizing things and getting maybe a little kit together of what journals I'm going to be using, count out pages, you know, kind of get an idea. And I can't wait to get into some of the digital downloads that I can use to help me use up my stash, because that's what I need to do. I spent a lot of time over the last few years purchasing, and I need to use this stuff up, but I need some, I don't know, some inspiration. And using all the digital downloads in these journals along with my stash has just been a game changer, and I want to keep doing that. And I'm just absolutely looking forward to getting those done over the next year, and I hope you'll join me. So until next time, have a happy new year, and please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment if you're interested in anything that I shared or you have any questions. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.